Hello, my fellow digital marketers. My name is Jessica Christine Rodriguez. I'm an MBA student at the Ateneo Graduate School of Business. I'm here today to discuss to you the Chapter 8 of Mr. Philip Kotler's book, Marketing 4.0, Moving from Traditional to Digital, entitled Human-Centric Marketing for Brand Attraction, Building Authentic Brands as Friends. To get to know more about me or to get an access of my other blogs, you may visit my website by clicking the link on this presentation. Now let's get to learning. The topics that we will discuss in the succeeding slides include the following. First, human-centric marketing. Why marketers need a human touch. Second, understanding humans using digital anthropology. Third, building the 6 attributes of human-centric brands. Fourth, local application. And lastly, the summary of the entire presentation. So what is human-centric marketing? This is a type of marketing concept where marketers approach customers as whole human beings with minds, hearts, and spirits. Marketers aim to fulfill not only the customer's functional and emotional needs, but also to address their latent anxieties and uncover their deepest desires. As we transition from the traditional marketing to digital marketing or marketing 4.0, it is important that we first learn of the concepts of marketing 3.0 or the human-centric marketing. In the rapidly increasing dominance of artificial intelligence and robotics, for example, smartphones, driverless cars, or automated factories, consumers will still likely to seek the familiar human touch. According to Philip Kotler, the renowned marketing author and professor, human-centric marketing is still the key to building brand attraction in the digital era, as brands with a human character will arguably be the most differentiated. While customer-centric marketing, or marketing 2.0, treats consumers as mere passive participants and measures success by the amount of merchandise sold, human-centric marketing's objective is to form interactive connection and develop meaningful relationships in order to create a much more personalized experience for every customer. Now let's go to our second topic, which is how to understand humans by using digital anthropology. Digital anthropology focuses on the connection between humans and digital technology. It helps to understand how people perceive brands in their digital communities and what mainly attracts them to the brand. It explores how humans interact with digital interface, how they use it to interact with one another, and how they behave in the context of technologies. There are 3 popular methods that are currently being used by marketers for digital anthropology. The first method is what we call social listening. As digital channels proliferate, there are myriad ways for consumers to share feedback and experiences, both directly and anonymously. Social listening is a process of monitoring digital conversations to understand what customers are saying about a brand online, particularly on social media and online communities. It identifies customer pain points and provides direct consumer response to questions, complaints, and comments. It allows marketing teams to prioritize and evaluate feedback from the public. These feedback can be used to create more appealing offerings, both in the form of product and services, as well as content and advertisements. One important distinction, though, is that social listening monitors individual conversations about a brand and industry. It does not, however, provide insight into the direct impact of your marketing campaigns. The second method is ethnography, or ethnography that is focused on the internet. Ethnography, by the way, is a branch of anthropology that studies the customs of individual peoples and cultures. Ethnography is a more immersive follow-up of a social listening exercise. This is used primarily to understand human behaviors in e-tribes or online communities. The key difference between ethnography and social listening is that ethnography often requires the ethnographers to become deeply engaged as active participants in online communities. Thus, ethnography itself is a form of human-to-human connection in the market research process. The third popular method is empathic listening, which involves the human perspective and empathy in the research process with the objective of uncovering latent customer needs. Empathic research utilizes a design thinking process, which is pictured above, where it engages the designer or researcher, end user, or the subject as collaborators. who together develop knowledge and understanding in order to generate appropriate solutions for real needs. It is an iterative process in which the researcher seeks to understand the user, challenge assumptions, and redefine problems in an attempt to identify alternative strategies and solutions. Empathic research requires in-person observation, dialogue, brainstorming, and collaboration among researchers and community members to synthesize the most relevant insights. The insights produced this way usually lead to a new product development, a new customer experience, or a new brand campaign that often makes customers delightfully surprised. The third topic of this presentation is about building the 6 attributes of human-centric brands. According to Stephen Sampson's book entitled Leaders Without Titles, horizontal leaders possess 6 special human attributes that make them attractive to other people, albeit having no authority over them. These are physicality, intellectuality, sociability, emotionality, personability, and morality. Let's discuss the first attribute, physicality. A person who is physically attractive usually has a strong influence over others. Thus, brands must create physical attractions between them and the customers to have influence over them. Some examples of this are uniqueness, not perfect, well-designed logos, just take a look at Coca-Cola and Nike's iconic logo as well as Apple's, well-crafted taglines, compelling product design, and solid customer experience design. Consider Apple's store design, which is considered one of the best in retail industry. The second attribute is intellectuality, the ability to generate unique ideas, to innovate, and to create products or services that are not previously conceived by others and which effectively solve customers' problems. Very good example for this is Waze and Netflix, which are considered disruptive innovators in their respective industries, as well as Uber and Airbnb that demonstrated their intellectuality by coming up with services that connect customers and service providers. The third attribute is sociability. A person who exhibits strong social skills exude a unique charisma to others. Just like with brands, brands with strong sociability are not afraid of engaging in conversations with their customers. They manifest impressive confidence in engaging with others and show good verbal and nonverbal communication skills. Popular brands who are known to possess this trait are the Swedish furniture company IKEA and the very influential Apple. These two brands exhibit knowledgeability, confidence, and geniality in performing customer service, may it be in attending to customer queries, addressing their concerns, or coming up with solutions to customer problems. The fourth attribute is emotionality. Have you seen those ads by the soap brand Dove, which presents women in different skin colors and sizes? Their marketing campaign focuses on women empowerment, which is undeniably compelling. Dove evokes strong emotionality as it was able to establish strong emotional connection with its audience. Just like Disney and our very own Jollibee, with its witty and tearjerker TV commercials. Brands must strive to connect emotionally with their customers in a much deeper level to drive favorable customer actions. The fifth attribute is personability. People with strong personability have self-awareness and are conscious of what they are capable of and what they fall short of. They show great determination in improving themselves and take full responsibility for their actions. Similarly, brands must adopt this special characteristic in order for them to be perceived by their customers as relatable, more sincere, and more human. Starbucks and Facebook exhibit strong personability, especially when they are faced with brand crisis. They are not afraid to admit their flaws, and they show eagerness in improving their products and services. The sixth and last attribute of human-centric brand is morality. A person who is ethical and possesses a strong integrity gains the trust of other people. Similarly, brands with strong morality are values-driven and use ethical business models as their core differentiation. They have a strong influence over their customers thanks to the trust that was built over time because of the brand's positive moral character. Just like Google and Microsoft, where both companies implement corporate social responsibility through their work to gain customer trust, empower people, and use the planet responsibly. Examples of their CSRs are Microsoft Youth Spark, a youth empowering program, Microsoft's Lagos Solar Project in Nigeria, and Google Green Program committed to the responsible use of environmental resources. The fourth topic of this presentation is the local application of the lessons that we learned from this chapter. The first example for local application is the 2016 US presidential election, one of the most unforgettable and historical events that took place 4 years ago, which concluded with a decisive election victory by the Republican Party's candidate Donald Trump, contrary to what most people predicted. The use of human-centric marketing became the determining factor and the leading reason why Donald Trump won. How did human-centric marketing help make Donald Trump the 45th US president? Through the combination of three factors. First is the ocean profiling, which stands for openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. Second is the big data analysis, the digital traces of everything we do both on and offline. Third is ad targeting. This is the personalized advertising aligned as accurately as possible to the personality of an individual consumer. The use of this strategy made Trump gain access to his target audience's human-centric insights. He was able to listen and empathize with their real-life struggles and personal motives, and develop a human-centered approach that truly connected him to the voters. The second example of a local application is the use of social media influencers in marketing. More and more brands are turning to social media influencers to promote their products or services and to heighten customer engagement. Why? Because social media influencers integrate products into their lives that consumers seek inspiration from and relate to. Second, they create brand trust as they are perceived by consumers to be an authentic, trustworthy, relatable, and sincere source, different from a celebrity, closer to a friend. They thrive on a friendship kind of relationship rather than treating their audience as fans, which promote quality engagement and loyalty. To make a recap on all the important things to remember about this chapter, let's take a quick look on the summary of the concepts of human-centric marketing. Companies must create brands that focus on the human being. This requires unlocking customers' latent anxieties and desires through social listening, ethnography, and empathic research. Due to the shifting demographics and emerging populations that do not always conform to a universal ideal, marketers need to be receptive and responsive to heterogeneity and changing needs of customers more than ever. Additionally, brands must strive to possess the 6 attributes of human-centric brands: physicality, intellectuality, sociability, emotionality, personability, and morality. They must build authentic brands that are relatable, attractive, accessible, unafraid to show its strengths and weaknesses, recognize its failures, and show sincerity in its quest for excellence. To conclude, companies must aim to create brands that behave like humans. Brands must share the values of their community, become part of the lifestyle of their consumers, and that implies the understanding of the human being that facilitates digital anthropology at present. Human-centric marketing plays a vital role in this increasingly digital world, and it is here to stay. Hence, marketers must be receptive and responsive to the ever-changing needs and requirements of consumers. Understanding people and addressing their wants, needs, and desires is a surefire strategy to gain competitive advantage. Thank you for watching my video presentation, and I hope that you enjoyed and learned at the same time this very interesting marketing strategy that could be useful for your job or business venture. To get to know more about me or to get an access of my blogs, you may visit my website by clicking the link on this presentation. Thank you.